Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. This is episode number 176, and today we're going to get, well, a pretty big pack, and we're also going to finish off our weekend league. So yeah, enjoy. If you do enjoy, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Let's aim towards 2,000 likes. If we can get anywhere near that, I'll be really, really happy. Thank you so much in advance. So as you guys know, this is what the old team is looking like right now. I had a little bit of I guess you could say a little bit of a change of heart, or maybe I just came to the realization that on whenever it was, whatever day this was, Saturday or whatever, when Kasper Schmeichel's Player of the Year card was still out, I realized I had a few untradeable items, and Schmeichel himself was literally like 2,000 coins more than a normal 87 rated player from the Prem. Like Alisson cost 21k and Schmeichel cost 23k to do the SBC. So if you have a few untradeable players that you're willing to submit, and then you have to buy less than 21k's worth of players to complete it, it feels like you're basically getting yourself a special item, 87 rated in the Premier League, so why not go for it, right? So that is what I decided to do. It really didn't cost me a whole bunch, and I'll never really notice those coins or those players gone, but this is someone that I never really intend to use. It's not someone I'm looking to bring into the squad. It just was roughly the same price as the cheapest 87 in the Prem, so hey, I might as well get that one, and if we ever want to use him, or if we ever have a requirement to use him, we can do, or if I want to throw him into the next SBC, I can happily do that, knowing that he cost me way less than 23k to actually complete. So welcome Schmeichel. I think he's expired now though. I did him basically just before he expired, and now we have some of the SBCs that came out alongside of Carnival, like a day after Carnival came out. So this, I guess, is Saturday night. We had World Champions SBC come out, and as you can see, I put a bunch of players together, probably a little bit more rares than necessary, but I don't have a whole stacked club to use. So I used what I had and tried to use as many untradeable stuff as possible, and that's exactly what we did. And we got very unlucky from the pack, which is kind of common at the moment. My daily SBC challenge packs have been pretty garbage. So, you know, it is what it is, but hey, we can move on. And what EA did bring out was some repeatable SBCs. So for the next 4 or 5 days, we do have the 81 plus guarantee SBC out. This is just the last one that I put together, so probably more of a slightly more expensive one with some of my higher rated items, because when I was building them, I was using the lower rated rare stuff as possible to get the chemistry and to be as cheap as possible, right? But I said to myself that I would use a couple of 81s and maybe even a couple of 82s if they were untradeable or unnecessary, so just to build a few of these packs. So basically what you get is 2 players, and they're both guaranteed to be 81 rated or above. So you got a high success rate of getting something like boards, and hey, who knows, a fairly decent success rate of also getting like walkouts and stuff. So I figured I'd put a few of these together. It turns out I managed to build 8, and I wanted to see if I could I think they cost around 7,000 coins to do. So if I could do this for if I could get 55k's worth of players, or more, then obviously it's been totally worth it. The players that you get are untradeable, but we've had an 85 there in Iago Aspas, someone that sometimes goes up to the likes of 15k or so, and we'll hopefully be able to get some more things along the way. Well, you probably already know that we do get something in literally a couple of packs time, just because I tweeted it the other night. It's probably the title and thumbnail for this video, but a couple in the middle here just weren't so great. We got like Torreira, John Stones, it just wasn't amazing. This pack right here, we get English goalkeeper from Everton. That is, of course, going to be Pickford. But it is this one right here. Our second to last pack, we get ourselves a walkout. Now, it is a regular gold walkout. And we get a Belgian, a left wing from Chelsea. And that's a really, really expensive player to get. It is a 91 rated Eden Hazard. So That's ridiculous. That's a really, really good pack to get. An absolutely insane player to get here. He's got really good stats: 91 pace, 94 dribbling, 82 shooting, 86 passing. He's obviously not quite as good as like the Player of the Month version that a lot of people use. But considering I've been saying lately that I maybe want to ditch Arnautovic to bring in someone with a little bit more like technical, tricky dribbling and stuff, that could just be the answer to our prayers, to our problem. Not that we necessarily have a massive problem with our team. It's just a case of I'm actually not doing as many headers. I don't think so anyway. I'm not having as much success with headers lately as I did a couple of weeks ago. So to maybe switching it up a bit and having someone who's very fast, very tricky, very agile, and weaving our way through those defenses to then pop a shot off could be exactly what I need. But at the moment, Arnautovic stays in the squad. I'll use him a little bit towards the end of the weekend league, Eden Hazard that is, and he'll be playing slightly off chemistry, but basically I'll put him out on the wide where I put Arnautovic. One thing Hazard's not going to be able to do is that. Now, this game it just went really strangely. 7 minutes in, I'm 3-0 up against someone who had a really nice team and I genuinely thought was going to be a good player and seemed like he was all right when he was on the ball, but it just turns out that we were killing it. We were absolutely killing it. Did really well there. 3 goals in 7 FIFA minutes and we come away with the win. So then we go into the next one. This guy's got a very nice, colourful team. Lots of different items in that squad right there, including a red Lala, which is someone I'm always pretty jealous of. I do wish I had something like that in my club. But he's got like David Luiz and Sol Campbell, 2 defenders that are going to be pretty difficult to get past unless you're Ronaldo and you can just sort of use your pace and then hit the low-driven near post. That kind of worked for us, didn't it? So 1-0 up in this match. It then sort of comes out and Marcos Alonso picks it up. Arnautovic, lovely ball into Nedved, who strikes it first time. And it's looking good. It's looking like we're on the road here to another victory. However, Decore gets in and smashes it at the tightest of angles to get actually a really quite nice goal. Basically on the stroke of half time to get back in this match. So it's 2-1. It's definitely not all over. But I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 more goals for us and I'll feel a little bit more comfortable. So we turn the defenders with Ronaldo, strike it and go 3-1 up. 55 minutes on the clock. If I can be cautious with my approach and hold the ball well, we could be all right. However, he sort of overloaded me in attack and manages to score that volley at the back post there with his Eden Hazard, I believe it was. And I don't know, I guess he changed formation or did something in game. And a substitute red Ousmane Dembele scores a belter to equalise in this match. And then actually he gets through and scores again with Shevchenko. And I'm like, out of nowhere. I was 2-0 up, I was 3-1 up. And yeah, I lose. And I'm like, I feel like I don't deserve that. That was an odd one. It definitely felt, I mean, you look at the game, it's super even and stuff, and he actually had 1 more shot than me. But I thought, what's going on here? So then we go straight on into the next one. Ronaldo, Messi, Red Suarez, like such a lovely squad. Really, really colourful once again. Lots of different card designs in there. An overall scary team to face. Ronaldo scores a header, and I think I was in control of Arnautovic there, so I'm not quite sure why it switches to Ronaldo and then lets me header with him. But hey, I'll take it, of course. Aubameyang then whips one in, and well, that's a ridiculous header. That's one that I haven't been scoring many of for the last 2 weeks. Beforehand, maybe so, but that was just one of those ones where you're like, huh? How did that go in? But I'm very happy about it. So, yeah, we may have scored a couple of headers in this game, even though I've said that I'm not scoring as many of them, but I'm genuinely not getting as much success rate as I have been. So maybe the last couple of games I've sort of just got lucky or something. But we score a nice low-driven shot on the weak foot of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and that is enough to force this opponent to rage quit with his really nice team. So it just so happens that I felt like I was better than that guy, and we outplayed him. We got our goals when we needed to, and it forced a rage quit, which I very much liked. So Moving on into the next game then. 4-5-1. Obviously, it's not going to stay that way in game. I can see that he's going to put Veron and Kondogbia as his CDMs and move to a 4-2-3-1 like we all do. Arnautovic whips this one in. It falls to Nedved, who just... It was such a lovely little dink through to Ronaldo. I don't know what I was trying to do, but it worked out way better than I could have ever imagined. And now I'm starting to score more headers than I remember. Maybe the header issue is just not a thing. I don't know. I felt like they were being less successful, but I'm scoring quite a lot of them. So maybe I need to re-look over things and have a rejig and a rethink. But I score a third with Zlatan. 50 minutes in there, 5 minutes on the clock since he started to come on from half-time. He gets that important goal. He's such a game changer. And, well, that leads to another 3-0 rage quit. So my opponent with his 4-2-2 side is out of there. Another pretty dominating performance in terms of shots and clinical finishing and stuff. And we move on into the next one. So this guy's got another nice team. This was just as Desai had come out like a day before or something. So it was kind of, or maybe it was the same night that Desai came out. And well, yeah, he's got the loan version of him in his squad, Prime Icon Moments, and genuinely a very nice squad. He gets through Luis Suarez. I try to close the gap with the goalkeeper. Maybe it was a bit of a silly idea, but who knows? He gets the goal and goes 1-0 up, and then we score this. Now that rivals the Arnautovic header for one of the most ridiculous ones I've scored lately. That's a crazy distance and angle and amount of power that he got onto that. So yeah, that's nutty. But I then moved the goalkeeper the wrong way, literally give him a free corner to strike the ball in, because I'm great at that. I'm really, really good at moving the goalkeeper to then give my opponents a free goal. But I run straight from kickoff pretty much, and Ronaldo just slots it in the corner. So we at least get back into this game. I didn't want to let this one run too far away from me because he was a good opponent. We were having a very even match. As you can see, my opponent probably just ever so slightly on top of me right now. But Aubameyang plays it through. Ronaldo gets pretty lucky that David Luiz basically gifts it to him. And I score the goal about 60th minute. And there we go. We're going to get the win from this one because I seal it in the 93rd. I give him a little bit of a shush. Maybe that was a bit toxic from Lasty. But I felt like he was really trying to get back into this game. And I don't think I really deserved it. But hey, yeah, toxic Lasty appears in the weekend league when he's a bit stressed out. So we're up to what? 12 or 13 wins, something like that. We move on into the next game. Really worried about this one. 1, Griezmann I always struggle against Griezmann. 2, I always struggle against Pogba. Mbappe, Neymar are there. He's got a red 91 Van Dijk, which scares the hell out of me. Even though I've got a better one, he earned that one and got lucky enough in his Foot Champs rewards to get it. So Pogba scores to go 1-0 up. Neymar scores to go 2-0 up. And I was getting fully battered in this game. So I was like, you know what? I don't need to stay here. This guy's got the win on me. Let's not completely wind myself up and get super stressed out. Let's just go on into the next game and hope that it's better. And I get dealt another strong opponent. With a very strong and colourful squad. Marcos Alonso takes him out on the very, very first run at my defence. So 1 minute on the clock. Jadon Sancho steps up and sends it the other way. I dived to my goalkeeper's right, and he shot to his right, which of course is the opposite corner. And then he goes 2-0 up, 47 minutes on the clock. Like, we just started the second half, but I said to myself at this point, it was another stressful game. Whoever gets the next goal, I'll either carry on if I get the equaliser, or if he scores again, I'll quit. Because that was it. I was just getting towards the end of my tether. It wasn't good. I've said this on Twitter, actually. This is probably the least fun I've had in the weekend league ever. I didn't enjoy this weekend one bit. Really didn't have fun because I'd lost a couple on the bounce. I thought, you know what, maybe we'll try Hazard, see if things, how that changes things and stuff. I end up going 1-0 up with Lucas Torreira has a second go at it or something, or it just falls to him, and of course we get the goal. And then, I think I give away a penalty here with Van Dijk. Very sloppy defending, not good from me, but I'm playing super rash, super angry right now, and it's just I've just lost my head is the easy way to define what's going on your screens right now. So he gets the equaliser. And once again, a pretty even game. I'd maybe had a few more opportunities, but this one goes all the way to penalties. And the long and the short of it is, I'd had a couple of mine saved. I'd actually saved a couple of his as well, but he'd done one more than me, and he ends up winning, I think, 2-1 on penalties. So, yeah, not great, but that's 3 losses in a row. I normally stop after 2 losses in a row, but I needed to get my games done. So we go on straight into another match, and like the mentality that you're in when you've just lost 3 in a row is not good. All right. So and then I see a colourful squad like that, a couple of decent like weekly red players. I'm just nervous, and I'm like, if he gets the first goal, I'm probably in trouble here. But luckily, 4 minutes in, it's like he didn't. I don't know if he wasn't playing or something, or I just managed to get the ball away from him, but I score with Ronaldo, and you can just see the stupidity in my challenges and stuff there. Ridiculously sloppy defending leads to him getting his first goal of this match with 91 upgraded Marco Reus. Nedved then tackles the defender, gets it through to Aubameyang. Good save from Neuer. He actually moves his keeper, but unfortunately for my opponent, and very luckily for me, it falls to one of my players who just slots it home. I think it was Eden Hazard. But it didn't last too long because he runs through, gets it through with Reus, and this Reus has got a really good shot. All of them red Reuses are crazy, actually, because of the upgrades and stuff that he's had. He's got really nutty shooting. But I get super lucky again with the way that the goalkeeper dives and the ball gets deflected and gives Ronaldo an open goal. So with 3-2 up at least, we're not letting this game go, but he keeps getting back into it. And I moved the goalkeeper there again the wrong way, as I do. You know, I'll never learn. And he gets his hat-trick with Reus to equalise in this game. But Ibra holds the ball up nicely, plays it into Aubameyang, nice La Croqueta, into Nedved, strike that ball in the 68th minute to get back in the lead. It looks as though we could potentially get a win here if we just dig deep and hold out. Ibra plays it into Ronaldo, into Aubameyang, turn that defender and strike it in off the post. That was a very powerful shot there from Aubameyang, and we actually come away with a 5-3 win, which is all we needed. You know, we needed that last win to get up to 14. I was 13-2. Which I would have been very happy with 14-2, but eventually it comes out at 14-5 because we lost those 3 in a row. So yeah, I really didn't enjoy myself in this weekend league. It just felt like all the casuals were playing online singles for the weekly objectives, and only the sweats and hardcore were in for champions, which I guess is kind of how it should be, I guess, but be in the most competitive mode. But I didn't have fun. It was tough. It was super tough. So GG's to all the people that beat me, and GG's to all the, you know, all the opponents I had this weekend. But it wasn't an enjoyable one. So in the next couple of episodes, what you're going to see is me taking to online single matches with silver players in order to start unlocking some of these weekly objective items, the carnival items that you can get from the weekly objectives. We've already got Timothy Weah, as you can see by our reserves down there, but there is Ben Arfa, there is Emre Can, and there is Talisca, all to be possibly had for free. All you got to do is grind through them online single matches. So we'll do that over the next couple of episodes and hopefully come away with some good players. Guys, if you haven't done so already, I'd really appreciate your thumbs up on this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Have a lovely day. Come follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are down below. Most importantly, enjoy yourself. Have a lovely day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.